Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Thursday in the market, September 1st. Phase 6 is the stuff going on. Nothing happened. Worlds didn't collide today. I thought we were going to have a short squeeze today. I'm going to show you guys some stuff. I did a separate video on how to get into IPOs, pre-IPOs on Webull. You can watch that video. I just uploaded. It'll be under the playlist, I think, strategies or something. Yeah, I think strategies. I'll just recap today what's going on with GME, some of the stocks I get into, some of the option plays we did make, and I'll slightly go over this warrant that basically got us 24,000%. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. There's our Twitter at Happy Money YT and a Discord server. Link for those are in the description. We still bullish on HSDT? Yeah, I mean, I am. It's kind of a technical type play. Oh, look, it's popping a little bit. I feel like it's at a low enough price right now too that it's a pretty safe bet, more or less. Which depends on your, I guess, your risk management. Speaking of HSDT, yeah, I still have my position on it. We'll see. Anyways, today SPY. That's not the SPY. I was like, wait, what happened? What happened to this SPY? Kind of rebounding a little bit. Slowing down this momentum it's had at the downside. That's been pretty heavy. Our puts that we opened up yesterday worked out well today. Another, I don't think it was like 80-90%. Could have held them longer, but yeah, but my strategy with that is basically close it pretty early on unless it's a clear direction in the right way. This was kind of consolidating here and I didn't want to mess around with it. It was way oversold, so I closed my SPY puts. It was probably the right decision, because if I was in hindsight, of course I'd close them here, but I didn't know, so that could have easily just ripped and I would have lost. Being that it's a short expiration, there's no reason to try and squeeze it. But yeah, rallying up here into close. We've got about 45 minutes left. I actually bought calls here. I wanted to wait till end of day to buy calls or puts for the next day, but sometimes a lot of the move starts happening towards end of day, so I'm kind of pushing it back a little bit. This was just about at 3. I might set a rule to, like, I can't buy it before power hour. I'm not sure, but if I was looking at the chart and I was thinking I might get calls anyways, I probably would have got them down here, probably right here, breaking over that 9 moving average and above VWAP, but whatever, can't look at that. So yeah, I do have a call for tomorrow, 395 call on SPY. We've got a green candle over the 9 moving average on the hourly, bullish MACD. I think we'll see probably a little rebound in after hours or pre-market, enough for me to sell, and maybe a bit of a rally tomorrow up to 400. I don't know, but on that time frame, I'm thinking a little rally. Our HPCO IPO shares kind of made a big move today. It was up 100% at one point. I think this thing traded the whole float the first day, which was the criteria I have for IPOs. So 4.5, 4.4. I'm wondering if people exercise warrants on this one, because I think the float was like 1 million before, and now it's like 4 million. I don't know what happened there. GCT is up, another IPO one. Yeah, this is a Chinese one. This one I jumped into, I got shares of. I think some of you guys were calling it out. I was keeping an eye on it. Once it broke this resistance, I started averaging into it here, and it's looking nice. Increased volume above that breakout zone right there. Yeah, it's looking good. I think it'll definitely fill this gap. I'm hoping up to in the 2s, and then just see where it goes from there. I got what did I get? It's right here, 990 shares of it, so about $2 grand. I'm up a little bit on it. BBBY kind of melting down still. Still kind of a head and shoulders deal here. Tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow's T plus 13 from Reg Show, which might not amount to anything, but I think we probably will see a bounce, because I think SPY's going to bounce. I think GME will probably bounce. I think we'll see a bounce on basically everything, and we're starting to see that, I think, coming into close. So I'm just hopeful for bounce up to 10, because then my short puts I will be able to buy to close for minimum, or just basically get out of it. I will get exposure to BBBY, but not the amount that I had. Not anymore. And it'll probably, if the premiums come down, it'll probably be with options, like calls. Actually, it's come down pretty significant. That's crazy. If it's still over like 200, I'll probably just run shares. But I really need that capital back for GME because GME is getting very attractive every day. Speaking of, it is below the resistances, and it did form a head and shoulders. So shoulder, head, shoulder, broke out of that yesterday, and that's giving it price target between 16 and 19, so a little more bullish than that megaphone top that we got, which was 15 and 18. So 16, 19, and it's giving it 34 days. So earnings is what, next Wednesday, and I'm thinking it's going to be, I don't know, I think we'll see volatility, some, but maybe not a whole lot. Market makers are pricing in a pretty small move, I believe, on GME's move for earnings. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's come up a little bit, but here's what the market maker's pricing in. 10% move. This will probably increase as we get closer though. So we'll see. IV, it's come down a little bit. It's still close to 100% at the money. So I'd like to see that like at 80s before I start kind of getting calls. Calls I'll probably be looking at are in October, maybe the monthlies, maybe October 14th. Might go kind of slow. We'll see. I think GME still has a little ways to go down, though. I don't think it's done. Depending on what the market does, and now we've broken through that support, I think it could probably come down here to 25. And if the market's bearish, I think it could have some momentum to get back into the teens even before we see a big rally. That being said, there should be bounces here and there, and over the next maybe 4 or 5 days, we might see some consolidation and some bouncing basically with earnings coming up too, which might bring us back up a little bit before another kind of move down, similar to kind of how we had it back here. This was over a longer period though, so I'm not sure if this long will play out. But that being said, this is when Citadel got their $1 billion infusion of cash, and that was an extended long down period, and Citadel just got that 600 million or 400 million, whatever it was, back here. So it's possible it's a longer down period, but I haven't really gotten many of my GME shares hardly at all yet, so the cheaper it is, the better for me. I'll be getting more. Yeah, so BIAF, I'll just briefly touch on it. This one, my strategy is to basically sell enough shares to make my initial investment free. I had $2,000 I put into it. For strike price of 611 was my buy-in price because I got it pre-IPO. I'm getting pre-IPO on Webull, guys. I mean, sometimes I'll buy them as they start trading, but I'm not really doing that. I haven't been doing that lately. But anyways, yeah, watch another video if you want to learn how to do that. But yeah, so I got them at 611. I sold, actually on Webull, I think I can show where I sold, but I sold all over the place. Some up here, I was just doing them in 10 share increments. So I was going kind of slow, and I had like 330. So I sold some up here, then it halted and came down here, and then I sold some more up here, and then I upped it to like 25. And I only had to do a couple 25s to be able to get my share, or get my basically $2,000 back. So now they're free, and I've got 114 shares. And then I also have these warrants. These warrants are the ones that were up a crazy amount. They were up 26,000% because I got them for 1 cent, and they're priced now at $2. So I have 5 years basically to exercise these warrants, similar to an option contract. And if I wanted to exercise it, I would be getting it at a price of $7.65. So I'll probably just keep these warrants. It's not a whole lot of value. If the stock price goes crazy, it is nice to have that option to get more. It's 1 warrant per share, so it's only 84 shares, so it's not a huge deal. I made those free also though, so I'll just show you the trade. There's the trade details. This doesn't show my buy because it was pre-IPO, I guess. But yeah, so I sold 100 kind of right off the bat. I was like freaking out. I didn't know what to do. It's like, I got to make sure to get it free. And what's nice about the warrants is when the stock halts, the warrants kind of keep trading. This is what I did before with that other one that rallied up. HPCO, maybe, I can't remember. But yeah, the stock halted, and then I basically was just selling some of the warrants. So I sold the warrants on there to cover, I don't even know what my cost was on that. Probably not much. So I don't know what I made there, but a couple hundred. And then here's my exits on the stock itself. So yeah, I was selling them in like 10 increments and then up to 25. So I made back just over 2 grand, I think, on there. And yeah, so I'll just hold those shares. I mean, this is like a biotech cancer company, so maybe they'll cure cancer and I'll be a billionaire from this random IPO trade. And that's kind of my plan with these. Still have these HPCO shares that I will be holding. Hopefully I stay in Weeble's good graces and they'll keep allocating me IPO shares even though I'm selling them. Yeah, here's a SPY put I made some money on. Cut my losses on BRCC. Not fully, I still have some exposure, but they crushed that thing. Had a little rebound today for a bit, and now it's ugly. It's just setting up this bear flag. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I'm sad. I probably should cut all of them. Let's see, I still have these 11 calls. Got 50 days on them, so quite a bit of time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I sold my bearish GME put again. I think it probably have a little bounce, but I do still see GME coming down there, potentially into the teens before we find a bottom. There's a SPY call about 395 for tomorrow. I don't know what to do with the BRCC. I put in orders for another IPO. What was the last one I just did? I decided to do LPTV. I was talking to Donro. Shout out you, Donro. Helping us learn. This is being uplisted from basically OTC, and I was just a little skeptical on if that would have any hype. And just from discussion, it seems like it could be good because, as he was saying, it's very bullish for the stock. So potentially, when it's traded and accessible to retail, it could rally. So basically, jumped into that one, and then the new one that came available today was ALPX. So I got ones of that too. Just the same $2,000. The float on this one is also small, so I'm looking for less than like 5 million. Chinese preferably, but none of these are Chinese. That hack might be over. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then yeah, I've got the AVYA, which this chart looks really nice to me. It's moving kind of slow for a breakout, but this thing could go crazy. Still have MBRX. Yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.